Welcome, everyone. I am Brenda Florida, certified life coach and entrepreneur, and I am here today with one of my clients, Rudrani. Hi, Rudrani.
Hi,
Um,
Brenda.
and I wanted to ask Rudrani just to join me for a few minutes here to talk about what it's like to actually work with me. People are often confused about what it's really like to work with a life coach and what are really the benefits of it. So I wanted to have a really specific example with Rudrani of the real life kinds of issues that I tackle with my clients. And so Rudrani, tell us, I always feel like I want people to be open and honest, knowing this is a very public venue, so you don't have to say more than you're comfortable with. But tell us, the people listening here, why you started coaching with me to begin with. What problem, or issue were you facing that you wanted to get some help with?
I was facing the issue of struggling in a marriage where I'm unhappy and was kind of lost in how to move forward with that feeling. And that's when I turned to Brenda for coaching.
Thank you. Thanks for your honesty there. And I think that's something that we can, most of us can relate to. So in our time together coaching, like what did you, or let me say even before I get to that, when we started, what was your hope? Like what would it mean to your life to get some clarity or guidance, or how I like to say it, that I liberate people to their own wisdom. So when you went into it, what did you think would be the real gain and the win for you out of it?
The gain would be for me to have total clarity on, am I staying, am I going? And then as we worked together, it was obvious that my heart was leading me to going and leaving. Even at this late stage in life, I felt better to go. So then I needed more clarity about, how am I going? Where am I going? How am I telling my spouse that I'm really going? How do I communicate that? How do I find it in myself, the strength to, the courage to, the wherewithal to express myself lovingly, compassionately to my partner? And that was the goal. And we did it, Brenda.
Yes, we did. And one of the reasons, one of the reasons I loved working with you so much, and I think it's obvious to everyone right now watching, that you have such a loving spirit and a loving heart. And so to be able to create what ended up, having that clarity that your choice was going to be to leave the relationship, to do that in a way that was really loving to both of you, So,
Yes.
I know that when we went through some of your sessions that we did a lot of thought work, what I call thought work, because we all, in these stressful times, we all have a lot of thoughts about how it's not going to work. I'm not going to be able to support myself. I'm going to be a bag lady, all these things. So can you tell everybody just a little bit about what that process was like for you, and how doing this kind of mindset, I'll call it generally, work helped you and gave you the courage to take the steps you needed to take?
Sure. I actually did think I was going to be a bag lady again, once a month. Not again. Delete, cancel, clear that
Yeah,
one.
not again.
Not again. But I was once homeless with a 2-year-old, so I had a lot of fear about leaving a relationship where I'm completely supported financially and going out on my own, where I have not supported myself financially for literally 14 years, because I'm going to be 74. So it was a huge decision. And what Brenda did for me was she helped me take teeny weeny steps, like this week, Rudrani, today, Rudrani, let's talk about how you can do this. And we don't have to know what's going to happen down the road yet. We're going to take a baby step today, this week, until we meet again. Are you willing to do that? And I say, yeah, I'm really willing to take baby steps, because there was a lot of fear. Fear about going out on my own. Can I make a living? Will I be okay? am I crazy? Because there's a lot of people in my life now who think I'm totally crazy to do such a brave, courageous, wonderful thing for myself. So there's a lot of judgment, and Brenda helped me to release the judgment and to move forward with clarity from me, and never mind what the other people think, and never mind what my spouse thinks. What do I need? What do I think? What is my dream? And so Brenda helped me focus on that and get clarity on that and move forward on that. And that was the goal. And we're doing really well. Really
Yeah,
well.
that's beautiful. So it is true. We are still working together, and all things are not tied up in a neat little package and bow. But I think you've made such significant, progress in our time together. What would you say has been, maybe the single biggest benefit to you in our time that we've been together and our work together?
The single most. You sure I can't list a few?
Okay, you can list more than one.
Okay, so first of all, clarity. I mean, that was not something I had. I've been married before. I've left marriages before. Yes, I was younger, but I've done that before. But this time I thought, oh no, wait a minute. I'm scared. I don't have clarity. I mean, this is a very good man. He's a very good man. He's generous to me. He supports my life. How can I go? So I tell Brenda, well, there's no laughter, there's no joy, we're not playing, and I'm feeling very sad. And so while I'm working with Brenda, with you, I'm getting clarity about, well, what else could you want, Rudrani? And I want laughter and joy and love and awareness. And I want to be laughing and happy. That's what and I want to feel my love and feel my joy, because I know that I have that. And that's who I really am. I'm filled with love and joy. And so she helped me to see what am I looking at? How do I get back to that? And again, like I said before, we're taking little baby steps. What am I doing this week to make myself feel better? What am I doing this week in communicating to my spouse in the most loving, compassionate way so that I can be heard? So, and then he has a chance to speak. How can I do that? And so Brenda's coaching me on possible conversations, literally possible conversations. I can say this, or do I want to say this, or what feels better, this or this? So it got down to the nitty gritty of what I'm going to say, how I'm going to act, what I can do to raise my energy, to feel like I can say the words I want to say, be heard, be received, and for me to hear the words my spouse is going to say and receive them. And and Brenda and I practiced, and I rehearsed, and I went over what's my truth, and do I really believe this? And basically, we worked on how I can be the me that I dream of being right now. And now I'm feeling really good about being the me I'm being right now. And now I'm actually calling an attorney, selling my home. We are getting divorced. I feel filled with gratitude to Brenda for helping me get on the path that I know was right for me. He and I did 2.5 years of couple counseling. 2.5 years of couple counseling.
Yeah.
So it's not that we didn't try. I know all of you may have relationship issues or not, but we did try, and we saw who each other were. And I saw who he was, and he saw who I was, and we knew that we weren't a match. And yet I still wasn't clear about how to leave, or how to move forward, or get out of the fear or terror of am I going to be a bad lady?
Right.
What is going to happen to me?
Yeah.
And so with Brenda, first of all, Brenda hears everything I say. And then she hears behind everything I say. And behind all that, she hears me, she feels me, she gets me, she understands me. And that's how I came to trust in her wisdom, to trust in her coaching. She's the best. She's the best for me. I know she'll be the best for you, or I wouldn't be giving this testimonial. So she really, really helped me see I am able to live the way I want to live, to move forward in my dream, to take care of myself, to know I'm on the right road, and to express myself in exactly the way I want to express myself, so that I am true to my own being.
Oh my goodness, that's the most beautiful thing. Thank you, Rudrani. And like, I couldn't ask for a better outcome for a client or a sweeter testimonial. But you know me, my slogan is live lavishly. So I'm going to go one tiny step further and be a little more lavish with this, because I know enough to ask this question with total confidence. So tell me, Rudrani, since you've been taking these steps and standing in your truth and doing all these things that we worked on, have doors been opening for you as you step into this new life?
Okay, so I wasn't supposed to cry giving your testimony. Okay, doors, windows, outlets, rivers, moons, mountains have moved. Rivers have moved. Everything's flowing into me the way I deserve it to be. Yes, I have, if I can say, many more clients in the work that I do. I have my first dream of being a speaker and giving a public presentation. I've scheduled that in New York City in April. All these dreams that I've had that I wasn't able to feel okay about taking within the bounds of the marriage that I had. So now with the freedom that I feel, and we're still moving forward with the divorce, so I'm not out of the house, but I know what it feels like to feel free. So much has opened up for me. Opportunity after opportunity keeps coming and coming and coming and coming. So Brenda, you have opened up a world for me of a new life, of a new fulfillment, of many enormously fantabulous possibilities.
Thank you. Thank you. And I appreciate that. I accept and receive those compliments. And what I also know to be true is that it's only possible because you did the work. And so thank you for doing the work in your own life. And thank you for taking the time to be here and record this with me. I love you. Thank you, my dear.
Love you, Brenda. Thank you.